Okay, folks, this is Baltimore Spectator. I'm James MacArthur, reporting from McKeldin Square at the Occupy Baltimore site. And with us,
my name is David Kellum.
And David, I understand that today the site, which has been here for, it'll be a month in a couple days now, had the electrical power disconnected. Can you share with my audience a little bit more of what exactly happened?
Sure, I can run you through the complete narrative. On, what is today, Tuesday morning, about 5 o'clock, Fox 45 news trucks came down to do some interviews. They hadn't been around for maybe 4 or 5 days. Hadn't been around for 4 or 5 days, and they came and started asking questions. Questions were based around, number one, are you costing the city money? Number two, are you a problem as far as homeless organizations, depleting resources from the city was the main answer. Okay, they asked some folks some questions, wrapped up the news coverage, and went away. About noon, they posted online, this is Fox 45, a story that they had been in contact with City Hall. And City Hall had expressed to Fox 45 that Occupy Baltimore running off of the city's grid was a drain to the taxpayers and should be stopped, and that they expressed that they were going to shut off power to McKeldin Square. About 4:30, Fox 45 showed up, set up across the street here, set their cameras up, and around 4:45, without any communication from City Hall, without any communication from the Department of Emergency Management, the power did go off at 4:45 this afternoon. Around time for the 6 o'clock news, all the networks came around, did some filming, a few interviews, but mainly just did some reporting on site. And that is the narrative of how the power went out.
Basically, the only news outfit that had the scoop on when the power was about to be cut was Fox. They were already in position.
Right. We've been reaching out to City Hall. Haven't gotten our messages and emails answered for a while.
I served in the Marine Corps, and that reminded me of a raid, the first landing party in Somalia, who came through the water and was looking out for booby traps and landmines and all this stuff. When they got on shore, the media was already there.
Right. So they were set up waiting. And it is related to Monday's news. Monday, an allegation of sexual assault coming from this camp was made. The police were called, and the police did an investigation. Within 8 hours, came out with the news that the allegations were unfounded. There was not evidence. There was not proof. There was not anything to continue that investigation. Fox 45, especially, there we go again, they reported right away without fact-checking that allegations did come out of here, and that a female individual was raped. They also, the story in the media, I believe there was a gentleman who was arrested in another part of the town for sexual assault of a 14-year-old girl. Somehow, during that day on Monday, those two stories got tied to Occupy Baltimore. Those were separate incidents. One was an arrest around town. The other one was an allegation that turned out to be not proven false, but proven unfounded by the police. Two separate incidents, and then the story has been perpetuated. They didn't redact anything. They sent a news camera crew around 4 o'clock on Monday, wanting to interview this person who made these allegations. They wanted to interview them in their tent, take a look in their tent. A few members here that were around formed a human chain and protected the person of interest who did not want to do an interview. A little bit of pushing and shoving came on, I believe made it to air with the camera person from Fox 45 and the anchor person. So it seems to me that they are pretty committed to taking a negative slant on this occupation.
Speaking of commitment, though,
due to the fact that they have their hands dirty now too.
Speaking of commitment, big question a lot of people are asking out there is, when will this end? How far will it go? What is your commitment? Not you personally, but the folks here.
Okay. Well, we are committed to being here. It's an occupation. We're taking our space here to make sure that we have a place for direct democracy, that we have a place where everyone, no matter who you are, what your ideology is, what your income level is, what your education is, you have a voice here. and we come together every night at 8 p.m. to make decisions on what this community needs.
Very well. Well, there you have it, folks. Probably at this point, the most thorough bit of dialogue with someone here at Occupy Baltimore that you're going to see in local Baltimore media. This is the Baltimore Spectator. We don't believe in doing drive-by media, 10-second, 20-second, 30-second clips. This was more of a conversation. And instead of me putting it in my words, you heard from yourself a young man who has been here for a month since this whole thing started. And that's the real deal. Forget about the innuendo and the rumors. Thank you so much, Dave.
All right. Thank you very much.